Mary Helen Dara, Taylor Automotive Family Women in the Driver's Seat. Today we are speaking with Anitra Bates, the Regional Director of Services for Girl Scouts of Northwest Ohio. I cannot wait to speak to this incredible woman who empowers our young women in the community. Anitra, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for coming.
Could you please tell us a bit about your history and the deciding factor of getting you behind the wheel here at the Girl Scouts of Western Ohio?
So this is my 16th year at Girl Scouts of Western Ohio. I started in as part-time staff, just going out into the community, delivering programs to girls, and that was something that I enjoyed doing. That's what kept me around for so long, and I just been doing it ever since. So I've been in various roles, a program, and then membership and things like that because I do believe in the Girl Scout mission. I love the fact that we build girls of courage, confidence, and character so they can go out and make the world a better place as they get older. So that's something that has always been near and dear to my heart. So that's what keeps me around.
Oh, wonderful. What does a typical day look like for you, and what are a few of the most challenging as well as rewarding aspects of your role here?
We always say this, no day looks the same. So sometimes we are gearing up for recruitment season like we are now. So we're planning kickoff and maybe planning different recruitments at schools. So no day kind of looks the same. We kind of like do all the things that is important to get girls involved in Girl Scouting. So we have our bashes in the park, which might be a recruitment event. We might have where we're just here planning for the next year. So every day kind of looks a little different. What One of our challenges is really competing with sports and the new wave of social
Yes.
media. The TikTok girls are kind of tied to their phones, so sometimes they don't want to join events and things that we might have in the community because they are sleeping in, because over the summer they are staying up late, and we're out in the community ready to deliver our programming, and the girls are kind of like not really open to it. So we're working hard to combat that, getting more girls involved, making our programming more exciting so they are interested in coming. One of the most rewarding things is actually seeing the girls learn and become leaders. That's something that, like I said, near and dear to my heart. We kind of are always looking for leadership opportunities for our girls, whether it's through cookie sales or, them leading a camp or whatever it is that they can do to build those leadership skills. So that's the most rewarding, getting girls out at camp and they can see like the beauty of the nature. Like some girls only see sidewalks and a little bit of grass. So when they get out there and they see all the greenery and the opportunities out at camp, like our climbing wall and things like that, that kind of challenge them, that's when like, hey, this is what it is. I really enjoy that part of, that's the most rewarding thing for me, I believe.
Oh, great. Would you encourage others to get on board with this kind of work?
I do. We are a volunteer-led organization. We are always looking for volunteers. Our volunteers are the heart of our organization. So I think getting them out and, getting them, like you said, girls, they become your children when you become a troop leader. So,
5 years for me.
yeah, I have had troops for years where I sent girls to opportunities like camp, or we've gone and toured the art museum and things like that. So since we are a volunteer-led organization, getting more volunteers involved, sometimes we struggle with, families saying, I'm too busy, but that is that time that you will never get back with your daughter. I always wanted to know who my daughter's friends were. And so when you become a volunteer, you kind of learn your daughter's friendship circle.
Mm-hmm.
So getting more girls and more volunteers involved in our movement is something that we really are encouraging. Like we're in our recruitment season right now. We're heading
You're
off
geared
to
up.
my 25. So we're in that where we're in schools doing open houses and troop formation nights and things like that so we can bring more members into our organization.
That's wonderful. We know your organization provides and supports young women in our community in so many ways. What are a few that you are most personally proud of?
The Girl Scouts for Every Girl is what we call that. Getting girls involved that might not have had the experience of being in a troop. We know that the best part about being in a Girl Scout is to be in a troop, building those family ties and relationships, but not every girl can be afforded to be a part of a Girl Scout troop. So what we do is we go into schools or community centers, we work with our partners, and what we do is we build relationships with the partners. So when we go into the school, they can receive that Girl Scout opportunity. So we do STEM activities with them, health and wellness, conflict resolution, all of those things that we do with the girls to give them that experience. So they get like 6 sessions with us. And then we also, if they want to join Girl Scouts after that, they have the ability to, because their membership fee is paid for the year. So that is something that's near and dear to my heart, just giving all girls the opportunity to be involved in Girl Scouting. And another one is Camp for Every Girl. So we have different partners that pay for camp for these girls. We send 40 girls to camp from our area. They receive a camper pack, which makes they have everything in that pack to make them successful at camp: sleeping bag, water bottle, mess kit, all the things that help them be successful at camp. And they are provided the opportunity for $15. We even have partners that come in and do their health screening. They give them a physical. We meet with the parents, the camp staff, make them feel comfortable, because it is hard to send your kiddo away for a whole week, to
Oh,
camp with
yeah.
people that you don't know. But the girls, like the first day, they're homesick, but by the end of the week, they don't want to go home. So that is something
It's
that
always
is
a good sign.
very near and dear to my heart, as being part of Girl Scouting.
Wonderful. And what can we as a community do to help the Girl Scouts?
Like I said earlier, we struggle with recruitment because we have so many things that we combat, whether it's transportation with getting girls to their Girl Scout troop meetings, or it's just sports. They're spread too thin. So it's like, well, do we have time for Girl Scouts? We try to create a program where the girls can, we're girl ed. If you want to experience just camp, that's all you want to do. You can participate in just camp. You can be a part of a traditional troop, or you can do what we do at Girl Scouts for Every Girl. We do series where they can come and they can be a part of the organization. So some of the things that we always try to do is we make our programs so girls can feel like they can join any way they choose to. It's just an opportunity for girls to showcase their leadership skills and their ability to, become entrepreneurs with our cookie sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seen that in action.
Yes. Set goals, so those are the
So
things
buy
that.
cookies is big too for us,
Yeah,
for
and just
members of the
help.
community.
Yes, and assisting them and like spreading the word, just letting parents know, like, hey, this is a place for your daughter. They learn so much by being in Girl Scouts. It's something that is just, they learn so many skills that they can take into the next stages of their life. So I'm a parent that my daughter started in kindergarten and went all the way to become a Daisy 2 ambassador, and she built so many skills. We had her a part of so many activities, but her leadership skills that she obtained by being a part of Girl Scouts is something that got her that college scholarship, so to say. She was able to communicate, like with cookie sales. They have to sell that sales pitch.
Right.
They have to know what they're talking about. So when she's sitting in front of a panel of her peers and higher ups, and just like, hey, she's able to talk about those things. And that's something that I believe that Girl Scouts did for her. So just things that you could do to help is just help us get the word out. We always need volunteers and girls, because that is the heart of our organization.
Well, we will certainly get the word out. And Anitra, it was a pleasure being with you
Thank
today.
you.
And thank you for all you do for our young women in this community.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Anitra, for joining us today and all you do to empower the young women in our community through the Girl Scout program. Let's head down the road and see who's next in the driver's seat.